Buttons. Whoa. Things in my face. Hey, Augie. How's it going? So, okay. Welcome in, everyone. Sorry that it's like really quiet in the background and I don't have music playing like I normally do, but I, as always, tried to get a bunch of stuff done before I started streaming, and I let time get away from me, and I just realized it was 10 o'clock and I hadn't hit go live yet. But hi, how are you all doing? I hope you're okay. Augie, you're just putting some shopping away. You'll be with me in 5. No worries. You're in the gotta get stuff done mindset as well, huh? Yeah, I started sending messages to my YouTube coach uh, before I started streaming, and I'm just like, looked at the clock, and I'm like, oh crap, yeah, it's that time. I've at least had my coffee though. Um, So I've got some bad news for you all. Well, I've got a couple of bits of bad news for you all. The first bad news is that there's no afternoon stream today, and I'm gonna sandwich a bit of good news between the two bad news. So the first bad news is no afternoon stream today, but the good news is it's because I'm going out to look at kitchens. So we've got a plasterer coming to take care of all the holes and throughout the house this weekend. Then we've got the heat pump people coming, I think, next month, and we're starting looking at pricing up kitchens now, because once the heat pump people once the heat pump's been in and the new radiators have all been put in, then we have to rip out the kitchen, because they're going to be ripping out like half the kitchen, and I will no longer have a gas hob to cook on. So as soon as the heat pump is put in, we have to get a kitchen in if we want to cook. It's just fun times, isn't it? So yeah, we're going out today. I'm going out this afternoon after our first live stream, after our morning live stream today, anyway, to look at kitchens. So we've got 2 places that we're looking at today, and then on Thursday we're going to be looking at a third place, just so that we have, like a midline, uh, quality wise and price wise. We're looking at a midline, an expensive one, and like a budget kitchen place. So just to see what options, because you never know. Even your budget kitchen fitters sometimes have really good materials, and they do a better job, which is weird, but there you go. So yeah, we're just want our options. So we're getting that ball rolling today. That's the bad news, and then the good news, and the other bad news. I forgot what the other bad news was. I completely completely forgot what the other bad news was. It'll come to me. It's fine. So anyway, excuse me. Anyway, my friends, welcome in. It is a Monday. In case you didn't notice by my scatterbrained attitude, but then again, I am always scatterbrained no matter what day of the week it is, so don't go by that to determine what day of the week it is. But today is Monday, and we are doing, I've got my water, by the way, but we are doing a 2015 Pomodoro Work With Me live stream. We're going to be starting that in just a few minutes. 20 minutes of focus time, followed by 15 minutes of break time. And during the focus time, we've got The Sims 4 in the background here, so that we can, just gives us something in the back, or gives you all something in the background to watch or check up on. Little bit of silliness, in the background, instead of this face, for 20 minutes, making weird, bleh, concentration faces and all that. But yeah, that's what we do on this channel every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. normally morning and afternoon. We do like normally 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon. After a 2 hour break, so we got 2 hours, a 2 hour lunch break, and then 2 hours. Except for today, no afternoon one. We are going to be doing a morning and afternoon tomorrow, though. So definitely, I promise, morning and afternoon live stream tomorrow. Wednesday will be the same, morning and afternoon. Thursday is Minecraft Portal Project Challenge with me, and then Friday night will be Paul, my son, playing his creative mode Minecraft world. That is this week's schedule. I hope you all are ready for it, because I definitely am. Water. So, let me go ahead also and get the Sims running in the background, which is something that I haven't done either. So we'll get that up and running. Augie, how was my weekend? Well, you know how Saturday went. I really enjoyed Saturday. Saturday was loads of fun. Um, for those of you who don't know, I went to the arcade club in Manchester on Saturday. Spent literally all day there with a bunch of friends, Augie included. And yeah, it was an absolute blast. And then Sunday, yesterday, Paul and I start yesterday. It was the first day of phase one, week one of my get in shape goal. So I kind of explained this a little bit last week, I think, but basically my goal for next summer, not summer 2026, but summer 2027, is to walk from not too far, from a place up north, a little bit farther up north than where I live, a little town called Ilkley in West Yorkshire. That is the start of what's called the Dales Way, and it is a public hiking path, and it goes from the Dales Way to the Lake District, and that is an 80-mile trip, one way, 80-mile trip. And I got it into my head. It's something that I've always wanted to do, is go on a long cross-country trip like that, via hiking. So, since I'm getting older and I was diagnosed with glaucoma, I've decided, I need, if I want to get this done, I need to do it before I lose my eyesight, and before I get too old and creaky. So I have decided that I'm doing this next year. And I've started up a training regime. So every single day, I take one day off per week. Or if my body starts sending out, like extreme pain signals, then I will take more days off as needed. But my main goal is for this week is 5,000 steps every day for this week. And yeah, yesterday Paul and I, because Paul likes walking, so I drag him along with me. But I'm gonna drag him along with me for most of my walks. But yeah, yesterday Paul and I walked around a reservoir that is it's about, to walk from around the reservoirs one time is about the 5,000 steps goal. But Paul wanted to go to Tesco yesterday, wanted to go shopping, so we walked around the reservoir, we walked up to the shop, and then we walked home, and that put me at 7,500 steps. So that was yesterday. That was like a good chunk of my active hours for yesterday. I'm a little bit sore this morning because my body isn't used to doing that much. I'm not used to doing a full 7,500 steps. Because I was last year. Last year I walked like anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 steps per day, every day. But once colder weather got here, I stopped doing it. And when you stop exercising, your body very, very quickly gets used to not exercising. Um, so I've got to get back into the habit and get build my muscles back up. But yeah, I'm a bit sore today, but I'm not like in pain. It's that overworked muscle soreness. So after after I go kitchen shopping today, I'm going to go on a short walk to make up whatever steps that don't get done while I'm doing the kitchen shopping. So that's gonna be fun. Augie, your elbow hurts this morning. Is that from Saturday? Because my arms, like from playing so much pinball, my hands, like right here, the back of my hands and my wrist and my forearms all ache. And I think it's from playing all the pinball machines. Huggy, it's from Saturday. Damn arm wrestling. Wait, who did you arm wrestle on Saturday? I I I I must have missed that. But yeah, who knew that playing video games, arcade games, um, oh, you went on the arm wrestling machine. There's an arm wrestling machine at the arcade club. I must have blinked and missed that one. I must have blinked and missed that one. I'm I concentrated on pinball and the Japanese rhythm games, which is funny because the ones that I like rely on peripheral vision, and I don't have any peripheral vision. So, okay, it was in the adult room next to the shooty games. Oh, okay. Yeah, I must have blinked and missed that one. It happens. It happens. Next time I'll go on it. If it's working. Right then, let's get going, shall we? All right, we got that. Let me turn all of my stuff on. So we need that, and yeah, I need to reset my timer and everything. So let's see. We have timer Pomo 0 of 3. Thank you. Clear, done. Thank you. And finally, timer 2015. All right, my friends, as always, I do go silent during the 20-minute mark, but we will have the Sims sounds in the background. No music today because I need to watch some videos, some course videos. So nothing. Usually I have like Epidemic Sound playing in the background, but today is just Sims sounds. And I've had to mute the music in The Sims because last week I got a content strike, not a strike, but a content claim on YouTube, and I had to mute all the music in on my VOD in order to get the revenue for that VOD. So yeah, I've muted. I've had to mute the in-game music as well for The Sims. So I am very, very sorry for that. But anyway, let's start. 20 minutes on the clock. I will mute my microphone, and I hope you all enjoy The Sims. Actually, I need to get our actual stream save here. So we do have 4 Sims in this save. We've got Opting. We have Rob Bobson, who is Jeebs's Sim. We've got Rock Your World 12 Sim, Cody, and we've got my Sim Self. If you would like for your Sim to be in the save and show up during our Work With Me live streams, all you have to do is become a Tier 2 paid member on YouTube, which is currently £3 per month, or a Twitch subscriber, any tier over on Twitch. And yeah, I'll put your sim self in this household. Right, let's go. Let's go. 20 minutes on the clock. I promise I'll be quiet now. Let's get some work done, my friends.
Uh, Iso Endak. Huh? Oh, mi foi. Da, Varu. Oh, Farba Tarbe. Ah, Nefnis Shuna. Oh, 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 Oh.
Raga. Benafi. Sick of foos. Ashi.
Yabberhorn.
Raga.
Simba Wanj. Denka. Zip, 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 zip. Zamboom.
Usmavadish.
Oh,
Ah.
Wada. Nuloy. Splorab. Gazumta. Baboom.
Lumbic clunkus essenoi.
Benoi Bemba. Fribigarnoosh. Greba. Jaruk. Jaruk. Oh. Oh.
Barovi Sensen. Gorch Variki. Baliform Prida. Muchi Pichi. Ah. Shabini Jabit. Turp System. Shema Corbif. Honka Free. Meshka Craney Pipsam. Vilpa Brehe. Gibaru Benu. Prumea Hoopitu.
Oh.
Biba Deso Fanjib Famaya? Mobim? Sawada Nuloi. Abim Prapani Varuda. Empty Swibik. Skisna Plushi.
No.
Bimasa.
Wara. Bob Nachup.
Simse Chorib. Prumbea Hoopitu. Muscat Tree. Yaflop Abgor. Ye class Hakanaria Abenor.
Oh. Oh. Wara.
Sawada Nuloi. Abim Prapani Varuda. Lemfi and Zerpa. Lahoin. Spabim. Yabasana. Antra Barugaba. Aha!
Whoa. Purple Perpana.
Nushta.
Kirasha Yabasane.
For no syllabratus, Gorch Botne. Ref Siga Palachaba. Yinaba Yaflam Shusha. Genuik Saflan.
Yeah.
Sabi.
Oh.
Zobadan. Lampima Ukinik Safoyam.
Jaruk.
Honka Free Meshka
No.
Craney Bipsam. I will Vine Zaphis. Yanabi Stulain. Sawada Nuloi. Abim Prapani Varuda. Hampe Tibanu. Squame Quaz.
Akama. Flubby. Fruitful Fwimpy.
Oh, Darza. Yipsy.
Sombra. Ginod. Give Ginod. Steno.
Oh.
Mummies, poopa turd. Yerbies are sea.
Oh.
Domo fripe. Salto? Salto not. Zorzuya yerblo.
Oh.
Anamis insa blasi. Ruba jason.
Oh.
Obu? Kalba. Paralives. Yaris. Simpe choris.
Aha! Ah!
Unsim Angloid. Lapsim.
Oh, Barrack! Moochie Peachy! Bravo! Orzap Piazza! Yumbahay! Yumbala! Meh, Azib! Panish Galuma! Nardubor! Quimp! Sequinario!
Kinigo Safafafe? Rubicane Weta. Tablanaba? Ah, Nildaba. Umarimpa. From Pompeii. Who's like Jeffro?
Simonizero! Skin bow! Sip babe!
Wish. Gafarza, Navweenok. Ugh. Oh, Frong to Bibs.
Squeak
Uh-huh.
Panza? Really shay. Forba?
Oh, Ufa
Exay.
Taru.
Whew.
Yibsy.
Ah.
Fadish.
Yavoya.
Gaunin. Yasinar Pliffa. Shalbo
Hmm.
Brogi.
Hey.
Nuloy, huh?
Ah.
Huh.
Nar? Vadish.
Fadish. Tepsoturib.
Orzap Piazza? Haha! Crazo! Ishkabau Schnurs. Rifseg Ludreep. Puntrip Neepso. Thepit Mom. Zapaid.
Fani Dawi. Prubara. Omuf. Sycophoof. Wanafaj Lika. Ravobi. Sacronario Manza.
Ooh. Lemphian Zerpa. Lahoin. Spabin. Huh.
Loopspe. Finerba.
Uh-huh.
Braga.
Silnay.
Jorg.
Suflowo Gra. Barnay.
Hmm.
Paguna de Roib. Ublish de Borg. Suchimi Geza.
Bema.
Vilpa Brehe. Gibaru Benu. Imfalna Seraphi. Kalu Pizoi Brabani. Shalbo. Barlini Yorid.
Yeah, through ya. Bahira Turinge. Flanobe.
Ooh.
Wanu Varik. Chronochedge. Huh. Floopy Yaspa. Shipnoib.
Parsife Froben. Skuma Plondi. Smurg Zukinik Safoim. Lampima. Yivka Bumzoi. Falanas Pitfall. Bivanj.
Watini Pashanizo.
Boom is Pazoi.
Spolip Lamena. Jasapa Frif. Lorgastumsa, yep. Conqueroo Bima. Mapiro. Huh.
Chabby Gobi. Roshitan boy.
Arpanaya Bonangrabe. Kisnoi. Whippasu Palingo. Canithoy. Frina de Yankee? Ravuda. Ah, Bobsane.
Oh, tell a Jim Wibsey. Oh. Ooh, Mifwa. Da, Faru. Jaruk. Jaruk. Oh. Oh. Wara.
Yabasaki.
Kajun. Fizak.
Amagajit Gorg.
Stabby.
Yeah.
Libo.
Waskanaya. Tenabib.
Ooh, oh.
Schemes. Sabula. Huh?
Ah.
Hemka Harp Dolphus. Sabomanukum. Bibwa.
Mifwa. Da,
Faru.
Faru.
Vivadeso. Bibwa. Whippasu Palingo. Canithoy.
Leto.
Ah. Hey, hey.
Gama. Frucho. Snurpsy. Huh. Huh. Oh.
Hamplin. Hamplin
Zerkala.
Gramble.
Vadish.
Ah.
Hmm.
Usma, Vadish. Ah.
Ah, Taringa.
Oh. Oh. Huh? Uh-oh.
Jaruk. Jaruk.
Struba, Struba. Oh.
Wara. Ho ho.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Burba.
Slunkin' Josie. Ah, Fanika. Watabi.
If we know.
Zabor?
Dunda Wallake.
Just a Norb. Sabloon Watumi.
And that is the start of our first break and the end of our first focus session. How are you all getting along? I'm okay. I'm a bit overwhelmed because I've got like 5 things that I'm trying to do all at the same time, which is bad. Never try to multitask. It just I've got like all of this stuff in my brain, and I'm having problems focusing because my brain is like, I know I need to do all of these things, but I don't know where to start. So yeah, I'm starting on my crisis kit for The Sims 4. You know that ebook that I want to write. I'm starting on that. We'll get there. We'll get there. But how you doing, Jeeves? Glad to see ya. So your new control for Elite Dangerous, you hate the throttle. You have to open it up and replace the horrible lubricant with something better.
Floof, golf. Oh, Yapahorn. Unik snow. Bushka garoo.
Muir, behave.
Sul, terrific.
But yeah. That sounds like a good idea. I mean, I'm guessing that this, like maybe using it will loosen it up as well a little bit. Jeeves, no, not Durex Lube. That's for other bits. Uggy, yeah, definitely. Anytime you have to open up a piece of electronic equipment, it definitely requires a little bit of finesse, you know? 100%. Augie. Ooh my. I do love doing the George Takei oh my. I don't know why. It's just something that I love. I don't know why. I'm weird. I'm just weird like that, I guess. You know. One of those things. So there has been a little bit of Paralives news dropping over the weekend, and we're gonna talk about it. So, when I say a little bit of news, I mean a little bit of news. It's quite interesting. It's I gotta open up the things first though while Augie takes a bath. You know, just in general. All right, let's go ahead. Let's pause the game real quick and let's talk about Paralives. We don't want to talk about The Sims. We want to talk about Paralives. Augie, slap. Thanks for the slap. Jeeves, it won't get better by itself for about 100 hours of use. Ouch. Yeah. So it's either you have to grin and bear it for 100 hours of gameplay until it loosens itself up, or you just open it up and put in better lube. That makes a lot of sense. 179 times I've confused people's names. Woo! Should I be proud of myself for that? I don't know. Probably not. I'm gonna say no. I'm definitely gonna say no. All right, so or maybe I should. Maybe I should be proud of myself for all of that. Who knows? James, but so many buttons and flip switches. I know, right? I saw the photo that you posted on Discord, and oh my goodness. That's like a miniature flight console, you know? Something that you would expect to see like in one of those tiny airplanes. It's got 5 directional sticks. Why do you need 5 directional sticks? Asking for a friend. That's a lot of directional sticks. Okay. So, let's talk about... Boop. Let's talk about Paralives. We've got Paralives 2026 development news here. This is over on the Paralives website. This is their official development list for 2026. We're going to go ahead and go over everything that they've done. So, just because, you know, it's only been January, February, March. It's not even been 3 full months yet. But in January, They created various new interactions and animations for the parafolk. They created and decorated buildings for the town, new clothing items for specific jobs, and added a few activities to do around town, as well as newspaper articles to announce them. To announce the activities, that is. They fixed quite a few things, some pathfinding issues, townie autonomy, and the interactions they can do when visiting lots. They've ensured that there's always one townie working in a shop when you visit it, and NPCs visiting the lot as well. They've improved and fixed townie-given quests. They've added more pages to the in-game help menu. They've created a first version of an auto-save feature. They've made it so parafolks automatically put on an outfit related to their current job instead of their normal outfit. They've improved the voice-over, audio mixing, and volumes, created more sound effects for live mode gameplay and interactions, and they shared a bunch of things. They shared how look at how parafolks are created using the genetic system, a recap of the year 2025. They've shared that they've created almost 1,000 townies as part of the patron reward, how completing once and leveling up your personality works, and they've shared a preview of the mountain and rural area of the town. That was all in January. So in February, this is last month, Augie, only 5 directional sticks. How many do you want, Augie? Jeeves, so there's maneuvering thrusters. One is for targeting because it only has 4 ways. One analog one for the mouse cursor, one for manually controlling turret movements, and one you haven't found a use for yet. But I bet that you will find a use for it eventually. So in February, the Paralives team created various new interactions and animations for Parafolk, created and decorated buildings for the town, created new clothing items for specific jobs, improved features around creating custom content and mods, as well as sharing them on the Steam Workshop, stabilized gameplay issues related to babies and toddlers, made various bug fixes and improvements to live mode gameplay following playtests, added more sound effects to the game. They also, and we're going to watch these ones. They shared a speed build of one of the town's shops, which is, if I can get Paralives to work, or X to work for me, is right here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume up for this. So we did watch this live on stream when it came out, but it's still really neat to see them posting actual in-game in-game stuff, and this is what we're going to be able to do in the game of, in Paralives when it's made. We're going to be able to create stuff just like this. And this is using the in-game tools and features, so it's really, really cool to see them make stuff like this. We're not going to watch the entire thing because we've already watched it in a previous live stream, but yeah, it's really, really cool, and I am so looking forward to taking a look at it. So they also shared us behind the scenes of the recording of Parley voices. And 500 takes later, our audio designer Andre added 1 voice to the game and is now fluent in Parley.
Chippy key, picky deep. And these videos are gonna be hard to edit. Here we go. I gotta
Love how he's kissing his hand to make the passionate kissing noises. Hilarious.
Does the petit mean proposal? You go. Gimme. That's actually sweet.
I really, really love how he's done this.
You wanna say something to the mic? Chippy no.
So yeah, it sounds like they've taken this made up language and it's actually proper. You can actually it's like Simlish. It's gonna be an actual where some words are direct translations from Parley to English. I absolutely love it. Uh, I am so looking forward to this game. I really, really am. What else did they do in February? They shared a look at some of the lots for sale in Paralives. And here's the image of that. It says, which lot for sale will you move your pair of folks into? So again, we've looked at this in a previous live stream, but I love the variance, because we've got like a countryside lot here. We have a terraced house. We've got a flat above a shop, and then we have an empty lot between two buildings. So really, really like the just the variance in this that we get. So nice. They shared a funny bug back in February, which a little bit of a weird dancing glitch. I love seeing development bugs like this in games. Just because at least, they're being transparent. They're like, hey, yep, there's bugs in this game, but we're working on it. We're gonna fix it. And then they shared a video about Paralives' Patreon page and how to support the development before release. And they also did a few things that they're in the game that they're not telling us about. And the reason why they do these secrets every month in development is obviously they don't want to give away too many spoilers. They want some things. They want us to learn about some things in the game as a direct result of playing the game. If we knew all the hidden secrets, what fun would it be? It wouldn't. So yes. So in March, currently they're preparing for the early access release, which is the end of May 2026, and they have confirmed that that is the date. They will be releasing the game May 25th, 2026, come hell or high water, basically. They have also been fixing bugs, optimizing the game performance, and polishing the gameplay experience following playtest sessions, as well as polishing the town, adding more content and activities to it. So that's pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to when this game releases in a couple of months. Cannot wait for it. I really, really can't. It's the art style is coming along really well. I really love it. I have to admit, like last year, I wasn't a huge fan of the art style, but it's really coming all together, and it just looks really nice. It's got that cartoony, cel-shaded almost vibe, and yeah, absolutely love it. So let me just check the timer real quick. Okay, we're down to 15 seconds. So in our next break, we will continue with the latest announced update, which is buses. That's in Paralives. I have to say, Paralives, not The Sims. Sadly. But there you go. Right, my friends? Are we ready for our next focus session? During the focus session, if you have anything to weigh in on the development cycle of Paralives and what they've shared so far this year, please do weigh in the chat or the comments if you're watching this in the VOD. And yes, let's go ahead. Let's get our timer sorted. Augie, you want me to pedal? All right. Well, first I'm gonna nip to the loo, and then when I come back, I'll pedal for you. I'll go like, hold on. I'll do a little bit of it now. There you go. Just a little tiny bit of pedaling, and then I'll properly do it when I get back. Anyway, enjoy The Sims, my friends, and your next focus. Our next focus session. Let me get The Sims back up and save real quick, and then we'll follow around Bob Robson, the good Rob Bobson, not Bob Robson. Gosh darn it, Jeeves. Rob Bobson. That's it. We'll follow him around.
Abba!
I'll be right back.
Yibs. Inabush Pishushi. Flinda Arva. Karenzi. Ma. Biamba.
Chima Rabu. Steve Pombo. Patu. Neeb Neeb. Ferne Globy. Smebs Rooney. Hinawanu.
Quinarb. Abano Clearum Ganira. Aha, Nilshaba. Toma Rimple. Benefi. Sycophus. Ashi. Enazuk E. Sugarblue. Meh. Galank. Nermokrankus.
Deezy. Nobi. Yebu. Yeah.
Ludrip Pashushi.
Whoa.
Neborfibash. Shalboda Brogi. Nuloy, huh? Lovo Canathoy. Moochie Peachy. Porsche?
Snare.
Unkim Angor. Slapshim.
V-Maps.
Matini Pashanizo. Maparu Sanguinario. Jabine Nobe. Watanabe. Murky Kaboy.
Ha! Yo-yo!
Masamuya Bonds. Adunkawalake. Hobie Ray Sorzin. Sarfalozane. Bonashorg.
Lyre. Hamplin,
Oh,
Bramble,
oh.
Harbu. Ah.
Yibs. Aha, Nilshaba. Toma Rimple.
Struba? Oh.
Lovo Canathoy. Benkapa. Muska Teebs. Stumsig Salunga. Panave. Bamba Yoops. Blonif. Palachaba. Loopspe. Finerba. Braga.
Yano Zorpal. Blaho Quarb. Snoof.
Snurbs, Bonky.
Alubar?
Bashina Jelba.
Tobano. Yibs. Tombra.
Boo-hoo-hoo, Quam, Kravik. Woo! Reba.
Waga.
Kinakansum. Yano Borp. Freenip. Gungade Yawada.
Miku. Yanifel. Sahibsa. Ugh. Kane Moobsna.
Clevite Demiscos. Squaz. Prumbea Hoopitu. Sawada Nuloy. Abim Prapani Varuda.
Yasinar Plifa. Aha, Nilshaba. Toma Rimple.
Ah.
Vigilja Graphoba. Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh, Jima.
Huh. Ha-ha!
Dint. Huh.
Ah.
Oh, yips.
Trib.
Huh. Uh-huh. Huh. In dock.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh.
Pima, Lashu, Organorg.
Huh? Ah. Woo! Oh. Whoop.
Jaruk. Oh. Go. Wara.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hmm. Ah. Uh-huh. Ah. Ah. Skeebs Wabarani. Huh? Ooh. Vimpa. Ah. Grenea. Huh. Uh-huh. Yibs. Huh? Ooh. Vimpa. Ah. Abalo. Huh? Ah. Payfin Belindi. Amida. Uh-huh. Ah. Huh? Ooh. Vimpa. Ah. Uh-huh. Nopsa. Nopsa limita. Ugh. Uh-huh.
Almost. Sycophoof?
Huh?
Wanna faj lika. Naya floof moochie peachy. Wanna faj husha.
Uh-huh.
Bzrik. Hapiam. Wanna faj.
Sawada Beamy. Adunda. Wallakoi. Gorsha Tabar. Sub.
Oh.
And Kalmifwa. Bekanoi Shuna.
K. Wes. Jabe Sturka. Karzini Quexanas? So Mao. Pomere. Lenarget Meebe. Shwe Bow. Palachaba. Yipsy Yalaub. Nibana. Weezo Stayiv. Descos? Gibora. Defool. E boy. Pleva.
Uh-huh.
Senarb.
Yibs.
Ubreg. Obisha. Free Bono. Finesse. Simonis Arrow. Yibs. Norwo Grob.
Huh. Uh-huh. Ah. Baranka. Yibs. Yibs. Tombra. Uh-huh. Ah. Yana Sedge.
Yib Saquinario. Kissapay. Naya floof.
Camus Wave. Tagalafeed. Lusta. Fleazok Swimps. Spinohina. Wib. Tweevo Bepso. Watsu Gorg. Oh, Credo.
Flume Apolachaba? Kissapay. Nia floof.
Oh, Wib. Ooh.
Yappahorn.
Oh, Harfin Wanu. Fambo Fuba. Narbo Shoib. Nalfi Duba. Galafoy. Yib Sequinario. Nonafario Yamisha.
Linica, Orbatani, Pinaru, Jaspa, Tomba Mama, Freebe Marblezor, eh?
Oh.
Lurvy.
Hooah!
Yibsy. Blunifronge. Marble Vinge. Farik. Ralph.
Set.
Illinois. Fuemte.
Dunda
Lunita
Wildcat.
Gabar.
Bomida. Uh-huh. Chunky. Bumbo.
Bobna Churf. Woomsha Siba. Vamu. Fanny G. Palachaba. Shamoosh. Espina.
Oh.
Fanoob soon. Jinjil Shopa. Oh, Iklavov. Ah. Uh-huh. Oh.
Bruce. Tedu. Wallacharb Souza. Ah! Fanaya.
Refsiga Palachaba. Yanaba Yeflam Shusha.
Sabidi Flange. Aponda Buma. Simonis Arrow.
Ah.
Bobna Chup.
Check Pizza.
Grenea.
Sobi Schoon.
Jaruk. Oh. Go.
Lemtum. Ah.
Leaves.
Ulak. Storn of Flame. Ooh. Payivka. Huh. Uh-huh.
Brim.
Ah. Yavoya. Yibs, Tombra. Uh-huh. Lonsif. Huh? Ooh. Vimpa. Lovo. Ah. is, Lonsif. Ha-ha! Ephedroy.
Wow, that 20 minutes went by so freaking fast, man. Anyway, hello, SimVIPs. How are you doing today? Glad as always to see ya. So we have gone through 2 of our focus sessions already this morning. I have gotten nothing done, but it's okay. Um, when I said that I at last break that I was feeling a bit overwhelmed, I'm getting there. Okay, I'm working on this ebook that the idea that I've had, and yeah, it's writing a book is hard, y'all. Let's just say it. Let's just put it that way. Even though it's like just gonna be an informational style book, it's still hard. Okay. I've got to design the cover and all of the graphics that are inside the book, as well as all of the the chapters and everything. Yeah, making a book is difficult. It's not the easiest thing, but I'll get there. I will get there, and then I will make it all available to all of you. Um, it is my you know let's make YouTube and content creation a little bit monetarily feasible so that I can actually feed myself uh, and pay the bills, and don't have to work get out there and work a full-time job, because I've tried that, and at my age and with my disabilities, no one wants to hire me. So yeah, no one wants to hire someone who's half blind. Go figure. And 50 years old, ageist and ableist, and all those wonderful ist words that we all hate, but such is life, such is life. Which is why I've gone into content creation, because at least content creation, I have a chance of actually being able to make some money, because I've tried the whole apply for jobs thing, and what was it? Before I gave up, I tried for a 1 year solid. I applied for 2 jobs, 5 days a week, 10 jobs that I applied for. That's writing out CVs and all that wonderful stuff twice a day for 5 days a week for an entire year. And do you want to know how many interviews I got during that entire year? None. I didn't get a single interview during that entire year, despite putting out 10 job applications a week. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I gave up, and concentrated fully on YouTube, and we're getting there. It's slow going, but we are getting there. Anyway, y'all don't want to hear about my problems. Let's talk more about Paralives, shall we? I think we should. I think we should talk more about Paralives and buses, because it's a whole thing that they're creating. There we go. Buses preview. This very, very interesting. So Paralives brought in some buses after recent game feedback from their playtesters, saying that it was taking too long for Paras to go from one end of the map to the other. So they brought in some buses, and they also dropped an article and images and all of that stuff. So there's a variety of locations on the map to get to where you want to go faster, and this is direct from their things. So hold on, let's see exactly what this video says. Hi, Astana. Okay, so that's very short video, and it looks like it's basically quick travel. So with just a very short, not even a loading screen, just a black screen at the moment with the sound of the bus pulling up, the pip of the horn, and then they're at their your para will be at their location. So this is what the bus stop looks like. It is your typical bus stop. You got the shelter, you got the timetable, you got a bench, which is really cool. You click on the bus stop and click take the bus, and it costs 3 in-game monies. Whatever the, I can't remember what the what she just said that the bus the Paralives money is. $dollars, I think it is. Astana, you're going to be back in 20. You need to shower. You got class today. I hope that your class goes really, really well, Astana. So yeah, once you've clicked it, you go into the map overview, and it prompts you to select a destination. So you go down, find your bus stop, which is right here. Click on that. Yep, and then it's a black screen that's like a second long, and then your Paralive sim, or your Parley is at the stop that you selected. That's pretty good. It is, like I said, just a fast travel option. And I'm wondering if later on they're going to be like adding in a proper bus animation with your Paralives person going, showing them, going on the bus, and then the bus driving down the road. I'm hoping that that's what they do, because that would just make it a little bit more immersive, in my opinion anyway. So let's see what this article says. They basically went over the exact same thing that I said. Okay, so it says the team are not currently planning to add an actual bus animation into the game. Oh, that's a shame. Instead, the game will fade to black and then reload outside the bus stop at your destination. User said, I love the little beep beep sound. Hopefully there'll be a visible bus one day, or perhaps a little visual of a bus for the loading screen. And yeah, they responded, that would be really cute, but it's not planned for now, but maybe in the future we'll rework it to make it more fun. So there is a possibility that they will rework it. Right now, I think this was a very quickly implemented thing, so they just haven't had the chance or the time to to put in a proper bus and show the bus driving down the road. I would absolutely love that. I think it would really, really add to the immersion. Augie, surely they could do a bus pulling away animation. Yeah, like I said, that's just the fact that it's a fade to black and then fade back into the game. I really think that they just very quickly put the mechanic in to to make the playtesters, or to solve that very quickly, solve that problem. It's like a quick and dirty solution to solve that little problem. So yeah, they did say, and when the game is released, it will be released in early access, which means, it's not a finished game. So hopefully they will, in a future update, add in an actual bus. So yeah, as this article says, it does make sense that the team prioritized implementing something speedy rather than spending time on new animations and assets, because that all takes time. Adding in, especially if you don't have the asset already, adding in creating a bus asset, and then you have to make the animation of the bus pulling up to the bus stop. You have to make the animation of the person, of the character climbing onto the bus. Then you have to make the animation of the bus driving to whichever bus stop you chose. And then there's the whole, programming that in and of itself it requires. And then the animation of the bus stopping and the animation of the person getting off the bus. That is a lot of work. You break it down like that, and that is a lot of work. So I can completely understand why they didn't do that, because, yeah. So hopefully, though, they will add that in, because they have confirmed that they will be putting cars, boats, and bicycles into the game during early access, but they won't be available on first day of release. Again, because, they have to make all the assets. So, hopefully, as they add in actual cars, boats, and bikes, they will add in the bus asset as well. We can only hope. We can only hope. But yeah, live mode available day one early access. We'll have the open world town, rabbit hole workplaces with career progression, personality traits and emotions, needs, wants, and skills, relationship development, aging and death, and kids, character autonomy, group activities, shops, restaurants, museums, a full cooking system, rudimentary cooking system, bills and house fires. I love how they put both of those together. That's just hilarious. And modding tools. And then during early access, they're going to be adding weather, seasons, calendar, family tree, animals. Just 3 animals to start off with: dogs, cats, and horses. Your vehicles, so cars, bikes, boats, and houseboats. Swimming, story progression, gardening, fishing, organizing social events, tools to edit and create your own towns, and more personality traits, wants, motions, jobs, and so on. So, yeah. Really, really cool. And this article says that in the post announcing the new bus network being added to the game, they still confirmed, or they confirmed that all of this is still, the plan, as a reply to someone's post. So that's pretty cool. Reddit, of course, are not happy. Why didn't you just add a bus cutscene instead of total darkness? And again, of course, the fade to black. Adding a bus cutscene requires adding assets and animations and programming for all of that. So yeah, they will hopefully create that in the future. That is our hope. Or you never know, a modder might be able to add it in once the game is released. So yeah, hopefully we'll see more good things coming out of the playtesters, or from the playtesters, or as a result of the feedback from playtesters. So, and by the way, the playtesters are patron supporters, and they're like the higher tier patron supporters. So yeah, Unfortunately, I am not a playtester because yeah, I can't I can't afford to support them at that level. And our break is finished. So let's get back into the game. For our third session, we will follow around Rock, or also known as Cody. All right, let's get this on. We got that going, we got that on, and let's get the timer going. For those of you who have just dropped in, welcome in. As a reminder to you all, or, to let you know in case you didn't, if you're completely new here, we do a 2015 Pomodoro Work With Me live streams Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And we have a 20-minute focus session where we put our heads down, get working, get stuff done off our collective to-do lists. And then we have a 15-minute break where we talk about gaming news, what we're getting up to, what we're planning on doing for the rest of the day, so on and so forth. So I will be muting my microphone during during this 20-minute focus session. So let's get that started, and I will catch up with you all in 20 minutes.
Oh, Tarenga Monish!
Basamuya Bonds. Adunkawalake. Loospe. Minerva.
Jaruk. Oh. Oh. Femti Swibik, Skisna Plushi, Bimaza. Varpasas and Noi Flarib.
Kalupta? Mipi Farifu.
Huh? Wadibs.
Oh.
Yerna Varu.
Uh-huh.
Goya.
Smavadish.
The bay.
No ba.
Huh?
Ooh. Sloofa warmba. Stern zerpa nooch.
Quib? Finta Arble?
Oh. Nerva. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, through ya. Bahira Turinge. Flanobe. Zamonis Arrow. Skin Bow. Sabave. Moochie Peachy. Kurbixta. Messer.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
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 Tebow. Ganir. Pruba. Carzini Saquinario. Alphaness. Simonis Arrow. Yibs.
Yib. Nyafloof.
Ah, canoe.
Frimsy Melgreet Bashar. Uh-huh.
Yibs, happy I'm from. Borpatanahe, Chuma, Quisap. Squaz Nelcher, Lanji Chilo, Plinze Sharg, Ye Class Hacanario Abenor. Purple,
Ugh.
Uh-huh. Low Gwangy.
Oh.
Ina to Barno. Ah, Samsa Quink. Bana Loonkeem. Ah, Sinara. Gorimbarospa. Chief, Chup Janae. Janae Son. Bener.
Lurvy.
Usma.
Oh,
Posh
tell
me,
her
Jensen.
Jim
Uh-huh.
Whipsy.
Fresh.
Close, Quicksilver.
Don't
Ah.
verb. Exonoisance.
Benoy Vemba. Fribbigarnoosh. Oh.
Mmm.
Oh, Paula Chaba, Flemon Shush, Ulak, Yemful.
Oh. Muchi Peachy's a feast. Flea mom. Ha ha. Oh, yumpy dorb. Mm. Samso Quink Bonza. Mm. Ah, proud.
Your water's on my eyes. Jaruk. Oh. Oh.
Shaspanduma. Grihau Yarbate.
Nip Booey Binja. What new? Nib Nub. What new? Yassa Benopsta. Huh. Bent. Duh? Brockle, Steve. Hey, Snoop. Whoa. Oh. Karnushta. Uh-oh. Oh. Shimsei. Whoa. Oh. Firmer.
Squaws, Nelcher, Lanji Chill, Lindsay Shark,
Tornero.
Yamasada,
No. Yes.
Kapar, Sensibe to Pabe, Zilnoi, Schmezel Klimp, Nissarat, Aze,
Huh.
Flum Apologaba, Kisabay, Nifuf, Filpa Brehe, Gibaru Benu, Yano Port, Freenin, Gungiday, Yawana, Wafatab, Uchipichi, Wasnishko, Awuvine Zathis, Yanabi Stuart,
Chibi Merkib. Mola. Verobi Sapino. Chinobs. Valafoib. Zarb's Canoe. Merstafusha.
Huh? Sunat Penosa? With Embal. Ushib. Vernoi. Hey, Fuba. Simba Wan.
Naj.
Yabibo Squad. Trenny.
Lenla.
Quahabin. May boom. Boom, boom, boom. Signouche. Ruthe. Galarga. Snoochie Gungane. Woonfik Shraga Nabizi. Oh. Henbei.
Come on.
Ishla Henbei.
Fruit chips. Snoopsy.
Sifakalil.
Saba. Najelna Barove Sensengorch. Markdown.
Quinarb. Abano Plerum Ganira. Saquinario?
Sul to riff. Hey.
Shaba. Omarimple. Dodavepi. Zamona Sarah. Quinarb. Abano.
Phenosa labratus. Gorch botne.
Sibuna Torbo Farbe.
Oh, prita.
Karshin.
Quasinek. Thelma. My bees.
All right. That is our third set focus. Opting no more focus. Why? Why no focus? You're right though. No more focus. How you doing, Optin? Glad as always to see you. What's been going on? So, I'm working. I'm getting stuff done. I've got I've started my Sims 4 guidebook in earnest now. And yeah, that's gonna like probably take up today and tomorrow? Question mark. I'm probably gonna work on a lot of it today. Um, and hopefully I'll have the first version of it, or at least the bare bones version of it. The skeleton, as it were, finished by tonight, but we'll have to wait and see. But how are you opting? Everything all right? Ooh, Rob Bobson has been painting. We have another masterpiece. That's just an excellent one. So let's sell that one. And this one is also an excellent one. So we'll sell that. Let's also go into build mode real quick and grab this. So, yeah, we're getting stuff done. We are definitely 100% getting stuff done. That is, it's how it works, right? Is that a masterpiece as well? Yes. This entire house is just gonna be decorated with Rob Bobson's artwork. I'm just saying. That is how things are going to be. And I'm okay with that. I am definitely okay with that. Let's get Cody in here to sell these paintings. Opting Dinger went ding, no more focus. This is very true. Augie, bad news, no stream this afternoon. Yes, no stream this afternoon. Just to remind you all again. The reason why there's not going to be any streams this afternoon is because I'm going out kitchen shopping. So that is what's happening. I am literally, because I explained it earlier, but basically the whole situation is we've got the plaster coming this afternoon, or not this afternoon, this weekend, sorry. We got the plaster coming this weekend to fix all the holes in the walls from the rewire. Then the heat pump people are supposed to be, hopefully, there's, my housemates need to contact them, but, hopefully the heat pump people will be here in April at some point. And then immediately after the heat pump people have been, the heat pump is in and the new radiators are in, we have to get a new kitchen in, like, immediately afterwards, because once the heat pump is in, we will no longer have gas, and we need to, I need a way to cook, because I've been cooking on a gas hob, so we need to get the kitchen in with a new hob so that I can cook again, and all that wonderful stuff. And the heat pump, they're gonna have to rip out like a lot of the kitchen as well, to fit the radiator that's gonna go in the kitchen. So yeah, they have to rip out a whole section of countertop and cupboards for that. So yeah, we have to go kitchen shopping this week and find a place that can do what I want for the kitchen and not charge like, you know, £20,000. My Augie's client on Saturday for his chauffeur gig was fantastic. You know, I mean, I'm not one to brag, but Augie's client was perfect. You know, 100%. Augie, he was nonstop talking. You had earache by the time you got home. Ha ha. Jeeves, I need to build a gallery annex. I think we're gonna end up doing that. Yeah. Build like an annex maybe over here. Um, just build like a whole west wing that is that's a gallery annex. Because I mean, we've got this weird crystal here, this jet crystal that just appeared out of nowhere. No idea where it came from, but it just came into existence here the other day. So yeah, we still have the gnomes here around this one plant. Speaking of plants, let's test, just checking, make sure, yep, everything is good. That's fine. Nothing is broken in the kitchen or the bathroom. It looks like everything is... Oh, wait. The bathtub's broken. Hey, Rob, would you mind, please, insta repairing that for me, please? Thank you. And in here, yes, everything is fine in here. That's working as it should. Fantastic. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Augie, seriously though, Saturday was fantastic. You have serious weekend blues today. Oh no. Oh no. What is it they call it? Con crud. That's it. the letdown of after the high of being around all, you know, loads of nice people, and having loads of fun, and then having to get down to regular regular life after that. So we did have 2 plants over there that needed to be whatchamacallit, but everything else looks fine. Okay, that's great. I'm just like letting everyone do whatever they want in this household, by the way. And as I said before, if you do want your sim in this work from me household, this is our streaming household. And everyone that lives in this household are either YouTube paid members at tier 2 or higher, or are a Twitch subscriber. So yeah, if you want your sim to join this household, just hit the join button over on YouTube or hit the subscribe button on Twitch. Also, someone stinks. Oh, it's Rob. It's fine. And it's not Rob that stinks, it's the hot dogs that Rob is bringing into the kitchen that stinks. Okay, it's fine. Opting, you're the opposite. Boring weekend with a bit of back pain. Today you're teaching a newbie to shoot. Yay for the weekday. Sorry you had a boring weekend, Opting, but hopefully your week will be nice and eventful. As in fun eventful, you know, not bad, but eventful. Opting, do they stink like hot dogs? Because hot dogs smell good. No, they went off. So they definitely were stinking up the place. It's alright. Rob is over here cleaning the dishes, so, you know, Rob's being a good guy. We still have the frog. The frog's here. Oh my god, I can copy paste the frog. Of course I can. Is the other frog still here? I'm curious. Yep. The other frog is still back here as well. It's all good. We got hidden frogs in the kitchen, you know, as you do sometimes. And opting, some hot dogs smell good. It depends on the hot dog. Like if it's your typical American hot dog, those stink. I don't just ew. But if it's like your German bratwursts, oh, now we're talking. The typical German sausages that you get over here in the UK during Christmas markets. Just give. I will eat all of those. Definitely. Especially if they're smoked, and cooked over an open wood fire. Give. Just 100% give. Opting, will that be a design feature of my IRL kitchen? Hidden frogs. No. No, we will not be having any hidden frogs in our new kitchen. Augie, if hot dogs are fresh cooked with grilled onions, give me a hot dog with grilled onions, please. Now I want a hot dog. Costco run, maybe? Costco hot dogs are really good. I'm just saying. They may be more, like your American style, but hot, they're fairly tasty. Okay, anyway, my friends, thank you all so we're gonna have to end now because my housemate is ready to go. Because they're the one taking me to visit these kitchen places. So, gotta do the kitchen. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here today. I hope that you all have gotten lots done. And if you haven't gotten lots done, then hopefully you've gotten at least a little bit done. Like me, I haven't got lots done, but I've gotten the ball. I've gotten the ball rolling to get lots done later on. So I've got it all set up. I just have to roll the ball down the alley and knock down all the pins, and we're fine. And I don't know why I turned that into a bowling metaphor, but there you go. Anyway, please take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And we will be back tomorrow, Tuesday, that is, 10 a.m. UK time. And tomorrow we are definitely having an afternoon stream. So it will be 10 to 12 tomorrow, followed by a 2-hour break, and then 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. UK time, of course. But as always, have a wonderful rest of your day. And don't forget, stay hydrated. Bye. And I'm going to go get a hot dog.